Alright, today we're going to learn how to make or modify the shapes here for and we're just going to learn how to modify the shapes of the basic square and circle here. I'm just going to show you how it's done. But first, we're just going to modify the color. We're just going to make this dark, and the second one here, same goes as well. We're just going to turn this into black. Now, afterwards, once we've made some of the colors, we're just going to do something that is significant. First, we're just going to make a few more shapes so that we can experiment with it. Okay, we're just going to... Okay, what to do with this? Okay, there. If we can rotate the shapes or modify it by just pressing double click there. As you can see here, if we press double click, you can see a few modifications here. If you drag the portion here on the upper right, you can see that it's losing its pointed shape. It's turning it to curvature edge, as you can see here. It's no longer a squarish, it's a more of an elliptical square now. And the best part, if you make another shape, it will simply remember the last shape you just made. So it's like it has a memory, or the last thing that you touch. As you can see here, if you press double click as well, you can modify its mouth, or its well, practically its shape. You can turn it into a half circle, or you can turn it with a Pac-Man mouth. As you can see here, you can also make directional icons here. As you can see, the straight diagonal arrows. If you double click it, you can just rotate it. There, as you can see here. If you can see these curvatures there, or if you double click it there will be appearances of that as well. Now, you can also touch or drag the square button there. You can see that it's also modifying the custom shape as well. As you can see, it's no longer the simple square, it's already elliptical, and if you try to modify the circle on the edge here, you can still turn it back into this pointed shape. But since I just made a few adjustments, it's slightly pointed, but not as pointed as the other one here at the right. But as you can see here, there are a big difference on the optical portion here. Now, if we can observe here, if we press right click, we can also group them so that we can save the trouble of moving them from one position to the other. But you have to remember, put it into layers so that we'll be able to make the proper arrangements for each. If you're intending to create a layer, or you're wanting one particular object to be on top of the other, all you have to do is to all you have to do is to go to layers first, and then we're just going to press the button here. As you can see, if you press these buttons here, it will make the arrangements for each object. As you can see, the green one's on the bottom. If you want the green one on the top, you just have to press that button there. As you can see, the layer arrangements, it's making the proper adjustments. Now, if you want a new layer, you just have to press the plus button and then press add. And then, as you can see, there isn't anything that is assigned to layer 3, so there won't be anything appearing or going on top of it. So, once we've made all the proper adjustments, and I made some good points right now, I'll see you in the next lecture.